Hey guys and welcome back to your first Unity project or game. And yeah, this is part 2, and so in this part we'll hopefully be getting a lot further. A somewhat lot more coding, and also hopefully make it somewhat more fun with the ability to maybe somewhat say have a second level and also control the player in not just going forward but also somewhat having the camera follow the player, so you're not just stuck somewhat watching as I was messing about with saying okay so you just don't watch it go down. You don't want to make a remote controlled one now, do you? It's not a game though, I guess you could, by just somewhat having the camera here and then just slowly watching it. Anyway, so let's get into this. So I've already somewhat had it open. As I said, I was messing about with something like that setting right there. Just pretty much makes you seemingly like cement. Anyway, so the first thing I actually want to do is to rename this script. So I play a movement script to just play a script, or well, just a player, as this Sonic script is also going to handle our player collision. Some tutorials will have you do it as a somewhat a different script, but they want to kind of trying to minimize the amount of somewhat scripts that are somewhat in it. It won't really do much, but it just means, say, when you click on player, the player script, that everything to do with the player when it comes to moving it and also some collisions. Yeah. So the first thing we want to do is click on the script and press rename. So we want to get rid of that and simply press enter. Yeah, because this is also open. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's just opened the exact same thing again. So, whoops, we want to get rid of that. Save it, it will recompile. We can then get rid of that. Yep. Don't know why I actually made a new one. And then there you go. We've got a renamed script. And so, got somewhat. So let's continue where we left off. So what you just want to do is copy that, and then there. So got some player movement. You can either somewhat have that as just forward and then have another one for going sideways. So side and movement like that. So get rid of that. So that out. Of course, we don't really want to touch the middle one. That as well, that will put us somewhat up into the sky, and we don't really want that. And just yesterday time dot down to the time, and then change that to say 8. Of course, we may have to go into the script again just to make sure that it's of course somewhat the right way around, and just of course somewhat to move in the opposite direction. Minus, so that any number that we put into that float will then be a minus value instead. So instead of being a positive, it would be a minus. So we do 100. Go into here. So A, of course, to the camera is left, and it's not, it's right. So, and of course we want D going in that direction. So go into here and just change that like that. Whoops. And then wait for it to apply. Press play, and then there we go. So D now goes to the right and A goes to the left. And of course we also want it to, of course, slow down. We don't want it to just press the button and continue. So we'll do drag 1 and just add in that amount will make it slow down but also accelerate slower. So there we go. We can now move our player. Well, I'm pressing S and it's not doing nothing, which of course it wouldn't. But we can add that, and so I'd say for right now, why don't we? And so that's it. Yeah, well, not quite. Want to do is grab that instead. And to zero that out, go to minus. As we know, forward is positive, so. And there we go. And now we can go backwards. And that's that for this script. So we'll just close it down. And the next we'll work on the camera, having the camera follow the player. So add, or go into here, create C# and then follow. I know that's not probably. You can of course name it whatever you like, but as long as you remember, as long as you know what your script is. Whoops, I put a gap into that. Hope it doesn't complain. Oh, it's not okay. Yeah, you generally should put a dash line, whatever it's called. That line generally, but yeah. So I'm gonna go instead to our main camera and then just drag it onto that, and then there you go. And now we're in here. So I'm going to get rid of those and do public game object public no transform and then call it player, and then we want a simple transform dot position equal to player dot transform dot position. Of course, but we don't exactly want that, otherwise that is a first person view. Of course, if you want first person, you can go right ahead, but instead it's on a public vector3. The vector3 holds 3 numbers in X, Y and Z, and then offset, and so then that plus that. So yeah, you can somewhat do it with a float as well, but it can be a bit more picky, and generally you have to still put it in as a vector3. So there, and that's that. Now all we have to do is go to our player, or at least drag our player onto that, get the transform from the player, and if we get play, it will immediately put us into a first person view. So nope, we don't want that. We don't want that. No. Zero that out. So So let's go -5 and say up 2. Nope, so it was up 2 -5. Then just play it again. And now, of course, if you want to change it, you can. And look, now remove. Anytime we move the player, say we want so of course we don't want the player also somewhat moving, or at least just falling off into Affinity now, don't we? So go to our script, go back to player, and then we want to do using Unity engine. Scene management, and then so if transform.position.y is equal to or less equal to or less than, say, -2, then we want to do, well, it's up to you. You can have, say, a somewhat UI, say, pop-up going, you know, somewhat game over or something like that. We'll do that slightly later on. So for now, we go to, so type scene manager dot load scene, and then of course it will generally somewhat load whatever's in there. So we can go again, scene manager dot get active scene. I'm pretty sure. One moment, I've got the script somewhere else. Whoops, I was right. Cman, so cman dot load scene dot get active scene dot name. That's what I was missing. Yeah, the way I initially said it, or at least saying it in UI could pop up, is how I've actually done it in one, and then in another I've done it like this. So now we'll minimize that and X out that because we don't need that open. Press play, and then when we fall below 2, it reloads the scene or resets the player. Yeah, so now what about, say, obviously an object? So no, reset. So I've got obviously a cube here, and so we want this that if we say this is a bad object, so just material, we'll name it later. So, and that if we hit it, say if we hit the red object, say we die. Yeah, so say we hit this and we die, so we get reset back to beginning. So firstly, we need to use the tag function again, or at least, well, a function we haven't done yet except for just tag the players that and the floor as that, which the floor tag will become handy in the future. It's just better off making sure you've already got it tagged as that. So that, of course, we've got nothing like either object or enemy. So I'll just call it object. there, and then back to the cube, and then object. So I'm going to go back into the script, and then I'm going to go down, so on collision, enter on collision, and those up at the top, collision, enter, so on collision, enter, scroll from the collider, / wheel has begun touching the road. So on collision and on collision hit, called when the collider hits a collider performing a move, enter, and then collision info, and then collision info dot get an if statement, of course. So, whoops. So collision info dot T1 get, no, it's tag. So game object, get game object dot tag. Not because that wouldn't be like that. Get game object. Okay, got it. So on collision dot collider dot tag, and then object. Why I want to make why are you like this? It's just been annoying now. Well, that's one way. I think that used to be the way, or at least that's how I once did it. So there, and then want to get that again, and oh yeah. So now if we there, somehow if we hit it, boop, and there we go. Or summit. So no, obviously we could just make obviously say a game like that, but you know, but obviously we're also going to need an end, aren't we? So just upload, just up that. So let's just do say something like that. Oh. And then we Control D that, duplicate them, and that, and then 4. Say something like that. Of course, somewhat you can always, you know, somewhat you don't have to obviously just place these however somewhat you like. And yeah. Of course, though, one thing we will be, or at least somewhat, or at least one thing you can do is make this obviously somewhat a prefab, just so that you can then just drag it like into the scene, and then somewhat when it loads, if you hit any of them, because they're all somewhat of the original one, and then there we go. See. Anyway, though we also want to end the game. So we'll make just all these here, and then we want a 3D cube. Call this end game or end trigger. There. And this is going to be what ends your game, but how? Oh, pretty simple. Firstly, you want to make it the same width, and maybe say say something like that, and then say 20 high. Just no, let's do 10. If you somewhat say, oh no, okay, fine. Well, you have to do that. And then we want to go down to box collider and then is trigger. Also, of course, somewhat generally got somewhat on the plane. You don't want to see that. So let's render off. Though, hey, but now I want to know where it is. Well, you click onto that icon. And then there you go. Just by selecting that or there or other. Ooh, see. These are of course somewhat because all these are here simply because of the fact that we use the universal render pipeline, and the HD or the high definition render pipeline will also have its own set of pictures, and of course you can insert your own as well. And yeah, but you can probably, well yeah, you can just click on any of these. So I don't know if you just wanted those and then that badge, but we'll keep it on that. And of course that just means that when we're close up, it's like, hey, you know, what's that? And of course if you're in the inspector, click, and also in the game you can't see it. Yeah. So for this, I'll leave it there. So back into script, create a new C# and then end game. Yeah, that's it. Or better yet, let's just get rid of that. Yeah, stop it popping. There, create and say, let's say win level, as it be what wins the level, but I'm just going to call it, oh yeah, and yeah, I don't know why I got rid of it. Oh right, because I was going to name it something else. There, click on there, drag it to there, and then there, and then on trigger, yes. As we've turned it into a trigger, then of course I'll get rid of those, and then on trigger enter, of course on trigger, so as you can see on trigger enter, mean when it's triggered, when something enters it, the player, it will of course run anything on exit. So when something exits it, stay. So you can use, so say on trigger stay, you can obviously something it would be called, as it says, once per frame. On trigger stay is called once per frame for every collider other that is touching the trigger. So that, and then so you can have that as obviously so say like say power up, and like you have to stay there say for 5 seconds, and once 5 seconds have gone by, you get that power up. Or if you're doing a checkpoint, then on trigger enter, glider other, and something we can then do. So of course we only want the player, so that just means that if a object enters it, we don't get a situation where it resets the level, or at least it depends on what code runs faster. The hey, you know, we've won the game code, or hey, let's just reload the entire scene. So other dot I think we can do it. Okay, so then on would be called then would be called other tag equals player. Is that what the tag's called now? Oh, right. The reason why it's gone like that is because player is our script, so other tag equals. So if the tag equals player, then say well, we're going to want it to say go to our next scene or do something else. So we want it to say load up maybe a UI or something like that. So public game, so you can do game object, which means you don't have to do any like stuff. Just we'll get into that. So public game object, and then win dash level dash UI, just in case you have some others, just in case you have some odd reason on end game different levels. For those, then that dot set active true, and that's it. Set active is just that button there, if it's active or not. So now that we've done that, time to do our first UI and so I'm gonna go to here like normal, the UI this time, and canvas, call this whatever you like. So game UI, and then I'm just going to drag objects, go to create, fab, as I generally like to see them all blue, or at least though we could also turn them all into all into one empty parent, and then just objects. That should still work. No, just mean it should still load. Yep. And yeah, so that. So you want to press that, these axes here. You want to press that one, and then the box, and then zoom all the way out using the mouse, and then you've got this, a canvas, a UI canvas. But of course we want to go down into here, canvas scale, this here, and go to scale with screen. And then so my screen for obviously reference resolution is 2560, just make sure. game 2560, though you can also do 19 by 10, 10, obviously, so these are just for reference, and then 1440 or 2K in other words. And yeah, now that's set, it just means that so if those somewhat that everything in here can scale and change with, say, your screen, which is of course somewhat handy. Going to then here, we can do another canvas, but of course we don't, you don't really want to. You can have more than of course one canvas. So what I generally like to do is then do from the panel and then sort of rename the panel to say Rin level and then panel, and then say like that. Just get rid of that and then click on that UI element, Text Mesh Pro, or if you're using an older one you may only see text. If you are using an older Unity engine version for whatever reason, both will work just fine. It's just in script you have to do a different thing, that's all. So in script, I'll show you in a second. Import Text Mesh Pro Essentials, yeah, of course, and there we go. It's imported all the essentials, and so of course somewhat the difference between this and the somewhat old version text is that it supports HDR and that, or high definition range. Yeah, so we'll, or at least say, I don't know, have it say, as you have a green player, why don't we have it a dark green? Goes bold, and then auto size, max size, just drag that all the way up. As it just means that the bigger the person's screen, see that it scales. So do that, do that there. So Alt will somewhat bring those, make somewhat those square, all these squares, which just means it will center on these, and or Shift, which makes that point now the center point. So though we'll keep it to the middle, use that to move it up, or just keep it to there and just hold it, and then there. And then in text, we'll just say level 1, level 1 complete, or level 1 1. Or whatever. Yeah, just also put that in the middle and middle like that. And then in game, that's bright, so let's background, click into the game. Nope, this is it. And it's slightly darker, not too dark. Right, something like that. And then there we go. And then deactivate that. Go to our end trigger, drag the Rin panel, put it there, press play, and of course make sure it works. So go all the way down, and there we go. But that's a bit harsh, maybe make something jump. Maybe you want. Right. maybe you want it animated. Yeah. So now I'm just trying to remember how to do animated. So I know we're gonna need window animation animator. Nope, that's not it. Close tab, window, animation. Yeah, that's it, okay. So we want to click on this. To begin animating, window level panel, create. So, let's create. And then we'll just call it, create a new file, animations, and then just more file UI, and then win level. And so let's go initially say like that. And grab like that. So that and that. Ooh. Okay, fine, and that there. No. No. Keyframe there. And then there. Oh. There, so now if we play it, see it now comes there. We now want to go also to that, because there, we want to jump to there and also have the colour up on that. Disable that, and then there you go. But of course we don't need coming in, so we can move that to say 5 seconds in and say 5 seconds later. So there we go. Or we can drag that all the way so that say the UI fully comes in and then the text comes in afterwards. It's up to you. And so on there. So now just Ctrl S to save it. Don't want to go to here. Just go back and drag that up. Don't need to worry about this. And then yeah, as long as that red is off, you can turn these back to 4 and then save it. And now I'm just going to turn that to 1000. There we go. And oh right, because it's doing it on a loop. It's not meant to do a loop. And, is that, or is it actually this? I don't remember. I know there is a somewhat way to tell it to so that it doesn't constantly loop and do that. Like how yeah, it's been obviously some time. Double click on close tab, please. Project animations UI. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna disable loop. And so once again, we'll just play it. And there we go. And so somewhat of course with that. So alright. There. And that. Then of course once we want a button after all, we want to be able to go to our next somewhat level. So that or back. If you want to go back, we can actually just have it say in here, say there. So we can then just do add keyframe, add an event to there. No, it's not that. What keyframe is it? When these allows us to add. I don't know. If I do that, and if I just do quick, just do something like that quickly. Quick scripts, just something that. And just see properties, yes. And then you can just add. Oh yeah. Add. No. And then add an event. Event image box. Alright, we're probably going to want to delete that. So, just like how somewhat other script. Done, new script. And so, somewhat. Next dash level. Come on. There we go. And then edit over here. Then we want a public void. Next load dash next dash load. No. Those, because we'll get rid of those, we don't need that. And the only other thing we're going to be using is Unity engine loop scene management again, and then scene manager load scene, and then we just do public string level dash name, and then level name, and somewhat level name. Yeah, so now close that out. Should be able go to that, go to next level methods, load next level, and then on here of course we can type in our next level, or say oh yeah, so say of course I want level 2 now, so there, rename, copy that, min level, copy that, but it won't load, and if you try to, it won't. So because we have to go into File, Build Settings, and as you can see that Scene/level 1, I'm going to drag that up to that, and then close that. And now, so goes on what we did when we Control D was just pretty much copy everything that we done in here to level 2. We duplicated it, and then when we go to here, see level complete, and then as you can see we're on level 2, of course, because we duplicated it with the level, with the when level panel on, and then there we are, level 2. So start from here, because you can now make as much levels as you want, but hey, you know, what about like a level selector where we go back and are able to unlock levels? Well, if you want that, stick around, as that will be tomorrow's part. And yeah, that, and also of course, sort main menu loading in, and yeah. So with that, hope you guys have enjoyed this part, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.